That's your way solidify our bonds, eh? We have been doing this for so long. I'll tell you about it. So Lucas Way family, we are here. I see one guest in studio. We're going to start in a short while. I see Nigel already, so I think we can go, but I want us to be on the live. Put us on, we are ready. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back, Jack and Jill. Welcome. Minula ka eviteo. I saw a lot rendezvous, a lot of mission connecting the dots. November 15 is a lovely Saturday, as I said. Lovely Saturday in DA, nice vibes on the outside. There's a cool breeze blowing as well. So it is the 15th day of November. I remember in 2020 on the 14th of November we started. The 14th of November in 2020 was Saturday. So we started that program then. Look at where we are now. Nigel and Ivona. 5 years after we continued the mission. From the get-go, from day one, we had no doubt about the agenda. It was always and continues to be that we connect with people, with our people near and far. In fact, to listen to Nigel talk about the connection. Nigel, come a while, please.
Yeah, hey, you there?
Yes, I'm
What's
there.
What's up?
Yes,
How we doing?
We okay. The voice is not, so strong.
The voice is not voicing today, right? The mouth not mouthing, but the voice not voicing. That's all good. So good.
I tried my best for the voice to come out.
Happy anniversary.
Yes, happy anniversary to you as well. Imagine that, eh? Nigel, I don't even call it Ace and Ibna today, dear.
So you party and you sing so much. Now the voice decide to go.
Nigel, I got the flu. And then I walk under the drizzle again after that, after I was recuperating.
Oh, man. Because you know us at home, right? Every time there's a flu after the season, they have a name for it.
Yes, I haven't heard the name though. That
used to be the regular thing. Once the season is done, Carnival or Independence, whatever, and you get the flu.
There was a year.
We have a name attached to
it. Nigel, there was a year very long ago. It was What You Trying. You remember that Calypso, What You Trying, What You Trying? Yes, boy. I tell you, we have had so many names, Redman. Yes, we have had so many names in the past. But I haven't heard the name though.
Yes, man.
I haven't heard the name for this time around, and it will continue until after the season, after the carnival season.
It's going to be there for a little bit, and hopefully the name will come through in a little bit from now.
Yeah. Somebody will tell us what the name is.
Somebody give it the name.
Or they might just christen it. Right when connecting the door, just give it a name there. So. You never know. Wow, we have royalty. We Nigel in studio today. I seen beautiful people.
You seen beautiful people in there?
Yes, Papa. Yes. So
they usually do that when I'm not there,
Yes,
but that's okay.
You'd be sandwiched between two lovely ladies, baby.
I will be sandwiched between the two lovely ladies, Yes, the sun between the roses, but it's all good.
But Nigel, today is the official funeral for the late Julius Timothy, who served this nation in several capacities. He was a distinguished politician, He had a distinguished career, in fact, in politics, as an accountant, as a businessman, again, as a sportsman, public servant, very much involved in, in philanthropy and other things, I think he was also a former DIC president and other things we can mention about Julie Timothy. He was commonly known as Julius Timothy. So the day of his burial, the funeral is today. We will bring in that live, and a day of mourning has been declared for today. All government flags on public buildings have been flown at half-mast as well. So remember.
Yes, and definitely well deserved. I mean, Julius' contribution to Dominica cannot be, understated. As you mentioned, in all the different spheres that he contributed to Dominica, in sports, like you mentioned, education by itself, and community development, so he's one of those that touched the lives of many people throughout. You know,
Yes.
whether if his own personal business and what he was able to do with his company and turn it around and present opportunities for other people, for staff. So definitely, I mean, that contribution spans decades. And, even with the World Creole Music Festival, when you was part of the government then, and, throughout all areas. So definitely, I mean, Julie was one of those you could always talk to, go to, discuss, and whenever he could assist, he would assist. So it's fitting that today, as we lay him to rest, we recognize his contribution, to community, to country, and to the Caribbean by extension as well, because he played a pivotal role in a number of things that today continue to exist. So definitely, son of the soil, and condolences to the family, and thanks for your contribution, sir.
Yes, thanks for your contribution. Anyone on already, Nigel? Let me see what is happening in the book.
Let's see what's happening, because I hadn't gone on. I know I saw our unofficial PRO. Hey, Miguel Murphy, Grand Rising.
Talking about your
own.
Well, yes, Miguel Murphy. But talking about unofficial. Hey, Nigel. So I woke up at about 6:30. I put my phone to alarm, and as soon as I woke up, when the phone alarm, I look at my telephone, and I'm seeing a message from the producer. But the first thing I recognized was the letters SMA, and I was like, oh no. Pajodi lie. But he was really thanking me, and thanking us, really connecting the dots for helping, in the promotion of, the big mortar. All you had. Well, not
Yes,
just mortar.
the wonderful reunion.
Not just a mortar. You all did a lot, I must say. But it's all right. It's okay.
Yes, it's all good. It's all good. But and the mission continues, so all SME will watch. Okay, the mission continues.
Yes,
But I haven't seen him for a while, though.
Yes,
I mean,
he has been.
I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while. He's involved in other things, apparently.
Yes, too many, too numerous to mention.
Too numerous to mention.
Yes, but that's good though.
So I haven't seen him for a while.
Yes,
definitely.
So let's say good morning to him. By the way, Nigel, I mean, as we said, it's our anniversary. I think we need to call some names. I'm not sure who is on already, so let me see if I can remember some names. Let me jot down some names as I talk in Nigel. So
jot down something before you forget anybody. But of course, we have to say a very special good morning to our first guest, Lauren Bannis Roberts. Was our first guest on the program, of course, Excellency Lauren Bannis Roberts out there in the United Kingdom doing great stuff, had a great presentation and great activity for independence up there. Good morning to you. That was our first guest.
Yeah.
And then there's so many others that pass through, right?
Oh my goodness, Nigel, we have had so many guests.
Yes.
There are times when we have part
but
on and part.
Seriously, when you think of it, for 5 years...
Nigel, there was a time I started counting, but then I could not continue. So Nigel, keep talking.
No, we've been doing this for 5 years, every Saturday. So basically, and they miss a Saturday, but, close to 300 Saturdays.
Wow, Nigel, it's a lot.
In the year, and then for 5 years, plus group, we've been doing this for a while, so obviously we're not going to remember all our guests, but our first we can't forget.
We can't forget Lauren Bannis Roberts.
Can't forget the first one.
Dr. Maxime Vigilant, Shows Joe, who's always on with us.
Yes, always on with us.
Vado,
Green always on with us.
Carl Kofi James.
Snapper Laura always on. Carl Kofi James. Alvin Thomas that came through. Noreen Josie, Felicia Griffith,
Sonia Williams, Rosalind Severin McLean, Jacinta Barnes, you said Snapper.
Jacinta Barnes used to always come on, Elizabeth Thomas, good morning to you as well in Boston.
Muriel Guest as well.
Muriel Stewart has always been on with us. Edwina London has always been on with us,
Glenda Shilliford Peters, Arlene George, Noreen Joseph, you said that, Lucia Tavernier, Brenda Webster comes on as well, Wallace Saint-Hilaire, working.
And then of course we've had a guest who came to the studio so that she could be part of the program 2 weeks ago.
I called her, Sandra Norris.
Oh, for I was
Sandra
waiting for you to
Norris.
say the name.
Yes,
Sandra
yes.
Norris, good morning to you. Always been on with
Yes.
us.
Hamilton Joseph comes on as
Um,
well. Louisa, Jean-Pierre. So many people. Brian Paul.
so many people, man. So
Barbie
many people have
Thomas.
always been on. Ends
Randy
with Irish, you've
Tony.
always been there on the YouTube
Yes.
side of things.
Boy. Edwina
Appreciate you
London. We
guys.
should not forget Edwina London. Albin Wa.
No, cannot forget that in the
Yes.
London. Albin was always been
Eddie
on with
John
us.
Baptist,
You know?
Anthony Gussie's on as well, at times. Brian Rock, No, boy,
Yes,
Nigel, I run us
Rockets,
off
good
now.
morning to you. Of course, Gordon Henderson, who was
yes.
one of our earlier
yes,
guests
yes,
as well,
yes,
who's
yes.
always locked in as well
Yes, and
on a Saturday.
yes, and the people
You
who
know?
continue to help you when I ask you a question and you cannot answer.
Yes, especially those. Good morning to you. You know, but like we said, there's so many, and I'm trying to, you see, once you start to call those
I
names, you're in
know
trouble.
you're in trouble.
But-
Numerous to mention.
All of you that have connected with us, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we need to have a Christmas party, man, Nigel. I think we need to have some.
We have a Christmas
You remember
party. Yes,
talking
a
about
Christmas
that?
virtual party.
You remember,
Yes.
was it last year or the year before when we were giving away some prizes for Christmas, some little gifts? And we
Right,
were
right.
asking questions, and we ran us off questions, and people starting asking their own questions and answering their questions and requesting, even demanding in some areas that they get, they get a gift.
Yeah, they
Remember
get the
that?
prize, yes, because we didn't have more questions for them, and they
Yes.
were asking their own, which is good. Which is good. We might probably do that for you again this year. You never
Yeah,
know,
you
you
never
know.
know. But Nigel,
But it's always nice to be part of the family,
I
man.
tell you, it is always nice. And,
Yes, we're gonna have a big Christmas. You know what? We should have had a big anniversary party, but not today.
no, not today, no.
But we will have a big Christmas party.
We'll
with
try
you.
something.
We'll all join.
We'll try something. Nigel,
Yes.
best we go to the Dominica corner, and then we'll bring another guest. My turn, man.
Why not? Why not? Your turn. Your turn.
Why, Nigel, there's somebody, there's a lady, she always sees, I don't know, she just doesn't, anyway. The very first time she tell, she was like, come on, give Nigel a chance with the Dominica. Nigel, I think she was serious, seriously. What? Nigel, she met me about 3 times again. Nigel, but yes, sir, I tell you. Sometime last week I was, merrily going about my business. I'm trying to get some tarts, So I stopped my vehicle and I see this lady coming again and I was like, where, boy? Give Nigel a turn, please. A chance. Nigel, I'll take my chance now and after it will be your going
Take your
forward.
time,
I will,
take your
yes.
time.
Me, Papa. Anyway, let's go. There was a public speaking I think it's a debate, a public speaking competition organized by the Office of Disaster Management yesterday. Very interesting, by the way. You may not have captured it. You're so very busy.
No, I didn't have a
Hoping-
chance to get that one. I
And
saw it
hoping
though,
that
so
you
I'll
can
definitely
capture
go
it,
back
yes,
and
right,
get it.
when you get a chance.
Yes,
But the
yes,
question
yes.
is, name the secondary school which won yesterday's public speaking competition. No, Nigel, I'm being serious, eh?
I know. But why you able to name the school?
Nigel, also let me laugh now, because if I laugh, people will hear the real hoarseness in my voice. And
So
name the school. Name the school.
We're not going to laugh
Simple
today.
question. Name the school that won the competition. That's all.
Boy. Who in the
See me
competition?
smiling there, boy. What? See me smiling. Hey, Nigel, come on.
Well, let me say a very special good morning to Dominica Grammar School. It's always a pleasure to have the Dominica Grammar School in the house. Yes. So we can continue.
So name the just answer the question properly, Nigel.
The school who won the competition yesterday was the Dominica Grammar School.
All right, and you should give what bravo.
Bad Bravo for DGS.
So who came
Yes.
second? Who came second?
My second
You
school.
remember?
Bad Bravo for DGS. Where's that?
Which school came second? Do you remember?
No, I don't. You want to see me in school?
Smart. St. Mary's Academy.
Thank you very much.
And then the NECS, Northeast Comprehensive School one.
Yeah.
Came after.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Alright.
So definitely Dominica Grammar School, DGS pulling that out yesterday against the SMA. So that was great.
We have had
to work.
recent wins. In recent times, we have had several wins, the Dominica Grammar.
Yes. I think the
Even-
DGS has been
yes.
doing pretty well.
Yeah, in recent time, I tell
especially
you.
when it comes to public
Particularly
speaking
this
and
year.
the,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
And even a
debating
teacher
and
there.
everything. So kudos to the teachers out
Yes,
there who
yes.
preparing the students, man.
Even
You
this
guys are doing a
teacher,
great job with DGS.
Blanche Afanaz, she won at the cultural gala event. she won the first prize for is the literary competition, something like that.
Right, right,
She
right.
won
Yes,
two
yes.
prizes, two top prizes.
So I'm
So
happy to
hats
see
off
that
to Dominic
literature
Adamski.
and public speaking and
Yeah.
debating and so on is thriving at DGS.
Yes,
Great job.
definitely. Okay,
Great
next
job. Great job.
question.
You
When
know?
was
Yes.
BPW formed? And give me the what BPW stands for as well. So this is a two-part question. BPW, what does it stand for? And when was it formed?
Will you help me out there, please?
You should have put on their mic, man. There you know.
Please help me on the book. Please help me. So BP, I know is business professional. Hold on, man. Business professional women. Hold on. Let me go and see the flyer. hold on. Like COVID.
Nigel, you have our guest there laughing away with Nigel.
Yes, the business professional women of Dominica. Right. Okay, so I get that one right. When was it formed? I know they've been giving awards for the last couple of years now.
At least what year? If you can just give me the year, even if you know something.
Let's see, man. 20. It's probably after COVID, you know.
No, it was before.
Before COVID.
It was before.
Okay,
COVID.
so in that case, it's going to be like it's have to be after Maria then.
Okay, let's go.
So in that case, I'm gonna say maybe like 2019.
No, it's before. Nigeria giving you two more chances. It's before
2 more chances.
Before 2019.
And none of them are helping me. Don't call me after. Okay.
I'll put on your mic just now. When you try, if you lose.
Okay. So it's before Maria. So I'm gonna say, you know what? 2014 sounds like a good year.
Okay, but that's not correct. Wrong. Somebody help him in studio today for me now, please.
Somebody help me in this studio. When was
the
the business professional women of Dominica formed?
16th of November 2016.
You heard that?
16th of November 2016.
No, what is today's date, Nigel? So, what is today's
date? Today? But today is the 6th. No, today is the 15th.
So, which means our anniversary was yesterday, and their anniversary
is their anniversary is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Next question.
I get 2 out of 3.
Next question.
That's a hard question she give me.
Rhoda St. John is the PRO of which corporation?
Kisa.
Okay. Rhoda St. John is
this morning then. Rhoda is the president of the BP.
Okay, listen. So
Okay,
Rhoda is the president, right? Yes.
Right. Okay.
But Rhoda is very skilled in several areas. She is very much involved in other things.
By the way, I owe her something. I'm free to remind me what I owe her.
She's very much involved. So, but she's the public relations officer of one of the new major corporations here. Very much talked about as well. Which corporation is this? Which entity?
Listen, I still celebrated in the bed dead, so I can't remember everything now. But anyway, I think it's the...
You know, Nigel is one. Yes.
Did they just get some trucks or something recently? Is that corporation?
I know, you know. Nigel, that's your name. Of the DSWMC.
Yes, so yes,
Solid
Waste Management Corporation that just received some great trucks to help us with our garbage collection. Yes.
Yeah. One more question. Rhoda's uncle, who once worked at DBS Radio, and he was recognized for national duties that he performed. Do you know?
The uncle worked at DBS Radio?
Yes, I didn't know that until not too long ago.
What?
Yes, he did.
Wish. But the second part should give it to you, Nigel. He was recognized for his national duties. Yeah. He achieved a feat, a national feat, if you could call it that. Let me give you, yeah, he would have gotten that as well. But what did he get it for? So let me just give you another clue. The year was 1979. Hurricane David visited Dominica. Access and communication was cut off. Access and communication was cut off. The outside world could not,
Yeah, man.
There was no social media and all of that. Right. So
Fred.
Okay, yes, Fred White.
Yes. Mr. Fred White.
What for? Yes.
That's how you had me today.
I did events, not too bad.
Wait. I didn't study well at all this time.
Yeah, man. So
I didn't study well, but yes, good.
Communication to the outside world was maintained through Fred
Oh
White's,
yes, man. Yes. And
he had a
Fred White
battery
was-
operated ham radio. Yes.
Fred White's ham radio
Yes.
was able to let the outside world
Yeah.
know about Dominica. Yes, that is history, and that's some things that we. Well, I mean, it's documented, but of course, it's always important. One of the things I always find is that in the schools, these are some of the things that our students need to know.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, those who made their contributions
And that's it,
what
Nigel.
the contribution did for
I
us.
like this. We have to revisit
you
these
know,
things and bring them back.
Every time the hurricane season comes around, the name of Fred White should be mentioned, man. You know,
I agree.
and all the others who came after subsequent hurricanes. You know, we have to keep those alive to let them know what happened. So yes.
Nigel, Nusa Pali, look
Yes.
at the time already.
Boy, you take me this
Nigel, it's
morning
time
there.
to bring on our guests. No, I know you know all of the answers. I think knowing you, Nigel, is just for fun. You just pretend that you
Of
don't know.
course,
You don't
of
know the
course,
answers.
of
I know you know
course. We
the
have to make it that way. We have to make it that
I mean, we
way,
can't
you know?
just come there and we ask a question, we just answer that quickly, like that. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, no problem with that one.
yeah. Anyway, so it's time to bring on our guests, Nigel. They
It's
are,
a
they
good
are kind
idea,
of on
yes.
already, yeah. They are kind of on already, yeah. And as we do that, let us just applaud business professional women for continuing to recognize women, for placing them on a pedestal and giving a strong voice to their stories, their triumphs, their achievements, their challenges even. But business professional women, from my research, from what I understand, from what I know, they also celebrate men. So not just women, although they are BPW, but they also celebrate men because they realize the importance of celebrating the family. And obviously, men will come in and they will tell you about an activity that's coming up that involves children as well. But we really have to, recognize the efforts of Rhoda and the other people that are involved in this. This is remarkable because I believe to acknowledge and celebrate the accomplishments of people, it says a lot. It is a pleasure to have the two ladies here. We should have had Rhoda on way back when, Nigel, years ago, yeah, but my bad. My bad. But she was a guest.
Yeah.
She was a guest not too long ago, but on a different
She was.
topic. She was
On a
talking about,
different-
remember
yes,
when we were
yes,
discussing
yes,
the
yes.
role of past students associations in and developing the alma mater? You remember? So she was a guest. But it's a pleasure to welcome
She
Rhoda.
was.
And not only Rhoda. So Nigel, it's your turn to welcome them and they will introduce themselves and we will get on with the program.
Well, yes. It's definitely a pleasure to have the both of them. I mean, I can't see them yet, but I will
will put them
eventually.
on,
But
yes.
so it's a pleasure to have Rhoda. I owe her something, so I put that disclaimer very early. But yes,
She didn't know you were here, man.
Good morning to Rhoda, and then good morning to Shara Stevens Edwards as well. So we'll find out a little bit about the both of them, find out, what part of Dominica they're from, what they're doing with business professional women, and all the questions that we want to ask them about that. We wouldn't talk about solid waste this morning because this morning is about business and about the women and what they're doing. And like you mentioned, I mean, stretching it to the men and to the kids because, as I say, one goes with the other, right? So you have the woman, but you also have the man that's there trying to push the woman up. And the other way around, woman trying to push the man up as well. So welcome, good morning. Thanks for connecting with us. Appreciate it. Both beautiful ladies, how are you doing today?
Good morning.
We're doing
Good morning
fine.
to both
We're
of
happy
you.
to be on the program, and welcome to all of the listeners of DBS Radio.
Okay. It's
Nice,
a pleasure to have you two.
nice. We're
Welcome,
happy
Shara.
to have you here.
Hi, Shara. Good morning to you as well. It's a pleasure
Good
to have you
morning.
on.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be on with you all this morning, and I love the interaction so far.
Yes, it's Tuesdays.
You got it, Paris. So.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you all.
Well, listen, it's nice to connect with you guys, man.
Yeah,
it's nice to connect with you, the both of you, and we appreciate it. And we'll find out a little bit more about the both of you.
Yeah.
You think we should start with Shara first?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
We can.
We can?
Yes, we can.
We can?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So we're going to go to Shara first. So we're changing things around. We're leaving the president for last.
As soon as Shara
So,
stepped
yes.
in, Nigel, as soon as Shara stepped in, I was looking at her. You see that on the shirt, like that that material, that print. I was
Right.
like, what? I was asking for it.
You want one like that? Okay.
Might have to take it in a bit, but
Anyway, no, but it's really a pleasure to have you two on. Shara, tell us who you are. Welcome. Good morning. It's a pleasure to have you, as I said. Thanks for accepting the invitation.
well, as you know, as you already mentioned it, I'm Shara Stevens Edwards, originally from the community of Marigot, and but I'm now a resident of Sylvina. I am now the first vice president of the Business and Professional Women organization here in Dominica. And you get to know a little bit more about what we do in Business and Professional Women as this program goes along.
All right. So how
I
many?
think she escaped. Yeah, I wouldn't-
She don't know she
You
has
understand,
the whole
man.
story there.
You just come saying like, hi, I'm Sharon Stevens Edwards, Margaret,
Oh,
living
you
in
want- you
Sylvania,
want
and you
all
hear
of
about
that?
BPW.
Yes,
You will going to BPW, yes. That will come.
No care, Jish, Jik
Well,
Madi,
ask
about
your
your growing up
questions
days.
and I will answer it as I can.
Yes.
Yes. This is our chance to connect to Sharon, for Sharon to connect with the rest of the world, you know?
Sure.
Yes. So you're originally from Marigot, you mentioned, right? So you grew up in Marigot, went to school there and all that good stuff,
Yeah,
right?
with the old St. Andrews High School, you know, long ago.
You had the recent, it was St. Andrews High School, I had the reunion
We
ceremony.
had a reunion or something,
Yes.
right?
Okay,
Yes.
yes, we had them on air. We had them on Connecting the Dots. You participating in the activity? You were around at the time?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I
great.
participated in, well, actually only attended one due to work constraint,
Yes,
but yes, we did participate. And it was fun seeing faces that we hadn't seen in over 20-something years, you know. It is a night. It was an opportunity to reconnect, and yes, so
So that's important.
seeing old faces.
Yeah, man, of course.
Same old faces. Yeah. What was it like for you, though, growing up in Marigot? And I'm going to put it in context with the business professional women, right? So in Marigot, when you grew up, did you see like strong women in the community? And what was it like growing up in Marigot?
Absolutely. You know, you remember seeing women working alongside single women, first of all, carrying their families without a male figure present. You saw a lot of that, but you also saw the couples, the married couples, the extended families. You know, they really say it takes a village, to raise children, and I saw a lot of that growing up. You know, we have that. We had what we call Gen X, and we got a lot more of that kind of community feeling. You had everybody was an auntie and everybody was a nenen, so it's like everybody grew up together. You saw that strength within the community. If I didn't have something, the neighbor will give it to you, your parents will tell you to go buy mass so and so to get something or to bring something. And I mean, that's the kind of connection we grew up with within that community. I mean, Marigot is very large. It's a very large community. And but still we had that connection, especially among the women, among the children, the young people. There were a lot of activities going on. So I think now we are seeing that they're trying to bring back some of those, connections because it got lost somewhere along the line. But when we were growing up, there was strength within the community, and a lot of it was seen within the women carrying baskets on their head, going up those tall mountains. I don't know how they did it. Coming back down at the end of the day, balancing the produce on their head, carrying the children in their hand. I mean, it was a lot, but it taught us resilience. It showed strength. It showed, that the family values, and it showed us that, we have to work together, and we as women play a very integral role within our community and our families.
In Nigeria, we could have our own 4 hours, man.
Not
But of course, that is why I tell her to let's connect.
But she know the vibes. She know the vibes.
Rhoda, what about you? What before we go to Rhoda, though? You say Marigot is a large community, right? So tell us some of the communities in Marigot. You see, like how in each village or each community, each area of Dominica, you find there's like,
Lot of,
10, 12, 14, whatever. Different places within that locale.
Give us some.
What are some of the communities in Marigot?
Poor man's corner is one, right?
Some of the places.
I mean, okay. In terms of, you have like the West Flat area where you have the Credit Union and you have the Will Strathmore Stevens Primary School. I think everybody knows Sam's Gutter, and the famous one that I think everybody in Dominica knows is Monkey Hill. Well, I'm from the area of Strat Hill, which is where I think you would have remembered the late Pat Stevens.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So, that was his area. You have Four Road, you have Back Street, you have Menvin Hall. It has so many different.
Is there Poor Man's Corner as well?
Yeah, there's Poor Man's Corner.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean, it's such a large community. I think I'll be overwhelmed trying to name all the areas. But you have the Bayfront where you have the Fisheries Complex. So that's just some of the areas of Marigat.
Nice.
Rhoda,
Hi.
how we doing?
Good.
Don't worry, we'll talk.
Yeah.
Look like something going on
Don't
that
let
we
that
don't
fool you,
know.
Amrode. Don't let that fool you.
What's your community? Where are you from? What part of Dominica are you from, my dear?
I am from Roseau Central.
Mm.
Born and raised in Roseau.
Roseau self. Roseau.
Roseau.
Kind of boring, eh?
What was it like though for you? Same thing like in terms of growing up in Roseau and maybe some of the. Did you see that same quality of strong women
Definitely.
in Roseau growing up?
Definitely. Within Roseau, we started at Emzol, then we went to Bath Estate, and then we ended up in Cock Street. So we stayed in Cock Street for about 35 years, where they now have the new Escape restaurant. That's
All
where we
that
lived.
years? 35
For
years.
over 35 years, that's where we lived in town.
Interesting.
Until we had to move, and now my mom is back at Bath Estate, and I'm back in Emzol. But yes, we definitely saw strong people, strong women, and the families. And as Nigel earlier said, it actually takes a community and Sharrock community to raise a child. And Nigel said, where you have strong women, you have a supportive man behind them. And where you have a progressive man, you have a praying woman. So sometimes we tend to forget those things, or we tend to leave out those things and how important they are. But we see families and we see women and we see husbands, we see wives. But whilst the woman is out there, the man is the one behind that home saying, yes, baby, so he's doing this. I know Shelly, yes, baby. We're doing he's there doing all of the extra chores and supporting this woman. And the men that are out there forming businesses, progressing, building establishments, you have the woman at home on her knees just asking God to open the rest of the doors, close those that need to be closed. So at the end of the day, you have that sort of support that we don't normally see, but it's there.
Interesting.
I love that, man. I love that. I love that vibes. I love the progressive men with the praying women
Yes.
and the supportive partner to make it happen,
Yeah.
you know?
And I like the fact, Nigel, that both of them spoke about the strength of women.
Yes.
We're going to look at this more as we talk about BPW. But just to start off on that note, it says a lot about, how strong women are. And it says a lot as well about BPW that has recognized that they too can play their part in recognizing women for the efforts, for the role that they continue to play.
Definitely so. I'm sure, and then we're going to come to BPW. But in terms of Marigot and, some of the activities that you were involved in, and some of the things that happen at the school. Oftentimes when we have our guests, they tell us they used to go by the river, they used to do this, they used to do that. What were some of the activities you were involved in? You were not troublesome, I can tell, but what were some of the activities you were
I
involved
wasn't troublesome. My mouth was my issue.
Hey, Papa.
But yes, I had the opportunity to do those nice, memorable things of going by the river and go up on the farm with my uncles and go and sit. Well, not to actually work. I actually sat down in the vehicle or walk around the farm because I'm terrified of snakes. So I wasn't about to go nowhere where I might have encountered one. But I mean, I had a good upbringing. I was an athlete, so I spent most of my time in sports. You know, being part of the
Imagine that.
the what that means. Westmore Rangers Athletic Club, you know, back then. So from the age of 12, I played sports until maybe my early 20s. So
You know, Westmore
As you
Rangers, as you
mentioned,
mentioned,
West
that, yeah, that
Marine,
used to
right,
be a
Angela, I was
big
just about to
athletic
ask.
club.
Yes. How strong is this group? Still vibrant?
yes, it
Is
is.
that a group with Nabi Wallace? No?
No, that
No, Nabi's
the
in
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
Godwin Dorset.
Yes, Godwin Dorset, that's it.
Dorset, Godwin, right.
I remember West
Yeah,
Rangers.
West Marriages is still growing. You know, I mean, obviously, a lot of the adults and the young people are not so much into sports again, and that is one of the things that are dying in some of our communities. Is that they value our children are too much indoors. They're on the computer. They are the gaming. It's like, you know, we're starting to lose the physical strength. Our bodies are not getting that kind of workout that they used to. And I mean, they don't understand that they are going to turn back someday and look and say, boy, I missed out. Because when I look back, I think those are one of my most memorable days. You know, of coming down to Roseau. We always talk about the old Windsor Park Stadium and how, you know, they upgraded it, but it's kind of like an upgrade that went to a downgrade, because back in the old system, you had this, every bench was filled when you had sports. You know, the grand big group will come down with their lapo cab with, and they on that they had a specific corner that they would stay, and they would hear that drum. Then you had the Olympians Athletic Club and all the other groups. You know, so it was really an opportunity that, you know, brought us together. I mean, it in some ways it is not only just you know, came to socialize in terms through sports. It brought connectivity. I mean,
That's true.
growing up, I would say Olympians Athletic Club and the Westmore Rangers Athletic Club, we were always at loggerheads, full rivals, couldn't stand eye to eye. And who tell you, look, fast forward so many years later, my husband is an Olympian.
Eh.
Hey, you see?
You see?
That's what was happening during that time.
No.
That's a clash.
But
That's a story.
but it comes out to say that that was one of the things that would connect us. That was one of the, you know, things that we had in common. Is that, you know, we shared that passion for the sports back then. And I think a lot of the young people who are opting out of participating in things like that, of being connected in their community, going to lose out on even simple things as maybe meeting their future partner. Through that. You lose out? Well, you're wrong.
But I like that connection that you painted. I love what you said. And of course, we are seeing this in terms of sports. I mean, sports was on a high before.
Oh yes.
I mean, there are some good times still. We must say that. But you know, the discipline, the commitment, the zeal. But it was a way of life back then. You know, so much
and
has changed.
there was so much promise because, I mean, everybody worked towards a scholarship for sports. You know, parents, especially our parents, were farmers, fishers, you know, seamstresses, bakers. Those are the jobs that were, you know, most common in when you're in those rural communities. So the students, the athletes, the young people worked. They knew, okay, we want to be something else. Our parents may not necessarily have that account that they can just go walk up and say, let's take a student loan. You know, and if they envision doing something, sport was going to be one of the avenues that was going to help them get out there. So a lot of us pushed through it. We did what we had to do. We, you know, and then it became more than just, you know, that we built friendships, and we built, you know, we saw the effects of it in our bodies. And now when you think about it, it's like, why did I even stop sports? Why did I stop?
Yeah, there are many challenges now. I mean, you know, lack of adequate facilities, you know, equipment, sporting gear in some cases and
Yeah.
things like that. So
Well,
there are a lot
But
of
I
things
think-
that we can talk
say
about.
that.
But
We say that,
Right.
but unfortunately, back then we had less.
no, I was getting to this.
We had
I
less,
was
and
getting
we
to
made
this.
it work. But I think what the community has gone into reverse in terms of the fact that we are now valuing the 9 to 5 jobs, the 8 to 4, whatever hours. We are putting so much into going to do the work in whatever industry or field that we are in, and we are neglecting that we should be taking care of certain things as well. Like, our recreation should be important as just as important as the 9 to 5 job.
Yes, yes.
Some of us work Monday to Saturday. By the time you go home to family, you are exhausted. Sunday comes, it fly by so quickly, and you spend most of Sunday preparing for Monday. So it's like you don't even have the time or the energy to pursue anything outside. And I think that is where, as a society, we have actually, failed ourselves.
Okay. Nigel, we have 2 people on the program who like to talk. They like to.
But that is the whole
You and I-
idea.
you and I-
And
you and I not far.
Shara just connecting.
And
things.
you and I not far already,
But it's
Nigel.
called connecting
Yes.
the dots.
That is what it is, Shara. I agree with you. You're connecting the thing. Yes,
I was saying we have
yes,
2 that like to
yes.
talk, and you and I not far already. You know me, pal.
So it's trouble.
Yeah,
So-
look it. So let's bring on Rhoda again. Rhoda, your sentiments in terms of what we're talking about. I know you want to talk a lot about BPW, but these are the things that we have to talk about. It's a nice segue into the actual
Definitely.
discussion.
So I actually played sports at school. I played netball and I played football. I actually love football. So I played football at school. I played football for 2 years, and then my ankle got twisted, and I'm like, oh, I'm breaking parts.
How are you?
And I actually stopped.
Oh my goodness.
I stopped playing. I stopped playing football after that, and I spent like 2 weeks home with my leg up. And if you had seen the size of that and all of that, so I actually stopped. And then I used to play netball, and if I put up my hands, this finger is not straight because it got broken. I said, but I just really break parts. So then, I stopped playing sports.
That's not for you.
That's not for me.
That's what-
But there's another twist to it. It might not be able to play sports, but I can be a sports administrator.
You see?
So I don't necessarily have to play this sport, but I can administer.
It's interesting that you
Those who
mentioned that.
can't teach.
I like this because I myself, I never liked sports at school. I only like sports because of the day I would wear my white pleated short skirts because I like that was the only thing for me.
They
in
like
sports.
sports good, yes.
But look at that. When I came in media, I started in sports.
You see what
So
I
just
mean?
as you said this, it just dawned on me.
Right.
While I did not enjoy sports, I still played a role.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
yes.
what I did was
Very pivotal role.
I got involved in different management and administration of
Okay.
putting the games together and looking at not just compiling everything together and to the point where I actually joined an international sports association.
You see?
And we started to look at how should we do sports in various islands. I was the coordinator for 13 Caribbean countries for about 9 years, doing getting persons from adults, that is, in the sporting field to go to different conferences, attend conferences. It was called the ISC at the time. I think it's still around. And then I went to South Africa in 2011 and did a sports administration course for 5 months, where I graduated, and you have the level 1. So every single sport there is, we did a level 1 training so that we could have that as a field to know the actual sport. So I'm actually an official international sports administrator who can administer and manage and
DBS
work
take
with
note, eh?
every
Yeah.
single type of sports.
You must
there
try
is.
commentary, sports commentary as well, Rhoda.
I-
We may
I
parley.
should try. I know. When you do marketing and you love PR, and
yeah, of course.
it's a given. It's
But
a
look at
given.
how we reach on sports, and we could just go on and go on and on and
Yes.
on.
And we could go on and sports.
Yes.
But it's important because I mean, and I'm not sure what activity you have planned for the kids, but maybe sports might be part of it at some point. Maybe BPW might probably think of putting together some sporting activity which can bring the
bringing back
the
some
family
ring
together,
games,
family
ring games
sports,
and things
whatever
like
it is.
that. Yeah,
So
The local
we're not
ring
just
games.
talking about it in isolation
Yeah,
because
I agree.
that the connection can happen.
Yes.
Nigel, by the way,
So
what's
that's
happening
it.
on the book now? Let's just, I'm sure that's
The
more.
book, oh, yes, I hadn't gone to it,
We
for
just
the morning. Let me see
neglecting them
very
this
quickly.
morning. Eh?
Very quickly, as they probably say, they
Nigel, as you're
more
looking for it, by the way, let me just
let's
recognize you,
see.
Nigel. Let me just congratulate you, Nigel, for one of your recent achievements. What you did for theater. I forgot to mention it last week. Nigel made through his Nigel, the name of your theater group.
Yes, so it was the People's Action
Right,
Theatre,
PAT.
and People's Action Theatre
just want
plus
to
the
bring
New
this
Artist
in.
Movement made some contributions, yes. Because we wanted to ensure that theatre continues to be around, and not just theatre, we wanted to make sure that things that Alwyn Booley was associated with also, was able to be part of that, so it was a pleasure to do it.
Yes, I just had to mention this because I forgot last week, and especially now we still on moves efforts to revamp theatre in Dominica, so I had to bring this in. Okay, so we were looking at what our family members are saying. Yes, and then
Jacqueline Stedman she was telling me who won the public debating thing.
You always have
Yes, yes, I know. Yes. Helen Henderson, good morning to you. Telling me it's Dominica Grammar School. Yes, thank you again for the Dominica Grammar School today on man. Sandra Norris, good morning to you, my dear. She says, good morning, my people. I just got on Facebook. I've been listening on the radio. I'm always here. Magdalene Bontiff, good morning, everyone. Dr. Anastasia Lewis, get it right. BPW, sending love from BPW Bahamas.
Nice.
Yes. Happy anniversary to you guys. Clarissa Bedminster, good morning to my BPW sisters, Madam and Vice President. Bina George, good morning. Who else? Winnie Green is on. Good morning to you, Winnie Green. Saying Borshu to Igos and Nigel and all the guests as well. Locked in. Young BPW of Dominica said that they're locked in and ready to go.
That's good.
Shields Jules, of course, was saying good morning earlier on. And my YouTube people, I always forget them, but good morning to you as well. Let me see if there's anything from the YouTube people that says good morning. BPW, good morning to you. Appreciate you guys. Nigel and I was on your way. Or you are the best connection I can have on a Saturday. Well, thank you for that.
As usual.
Appreciate all you too. So yeah, some of the comments here, some of the things that's happening on the book. We appreciate you guys, Yes. Who else? Very quickly. You say about Clarissa already? Yes. All right. So
okay, let's go back to our talk. Yeah. Nice.
BPW.
Yes. BPW. Yes.
I think we should go to BPW now and connect to Marigot and Roseau and the communities
and all over Dominica
and the women and everything else. All the connections.
Yeah. What I like as well about BPW, Nigel, is they make you feel their presence. They are here. On social media, wherever, you have to know about BPW. And I really like that. I've been following BPW, recently. Rhoda gave me an assignment to complete. I had to do, Nigel. Since was it last year or year before last year, Nigel?
Well,
you know me already. But you know me.
I'm still waiting on it.
Nigel!
I'm not alone. I'm not alone. It's both of us who haven't completed our assignment. I'm not alone.
But Nigel, I think, well, your assignment, well, I guess you have
different.
I guess it's different. But BPW
I have a different one from you.
But they're looking at little me, Nigel, as one of the people that could be recognized, and I've been dodging this. I've been dodging this for a while. I don't
think you should.
But anyway, so let's talk about BPW.
Yes. So BPW, don't worry, Vanna. Do the recognition. Don't make her run away.
And she not be waiting on.
Yeah. So
yes, don't make her run away. Don't make her run away. She deserves it. Well
okay,
done.
let's stop that.
BPW.
Let's move to another.
How did BPW come about?
Yeah.
Okay, so BPW is actually an international organization which is 95 years old.
What? Are you serious?
We just celebrated our 95th anniversary on the 26th of August internationally. We are in 110 countries across the world. And, 9 and 7...
You're 16?
16.
I know math, man. What?
So 16 years ago, BPW International actually came to Dominica and tried to start the chapter.
Okay.
And their first meeting was downstairs Wow, and they had quite a bit of women there. I was present. But then I'm like, okay, that's not really for me right now. So I didn't give it much thought. And 7 years passed, they couldn't get anybody to start BPW in Dominica. So there's a lady by the name of Agnes Esprit from Jeff Smallgrant. She called me and she said, Rhoda, I just give somebody your number. They're looking to start an organization in Dominica. But I told them if they want somebody to help them start it, the best person is you. So I gave her your number, so expect a call. The best person is me. Anyways. The lady called me and she said, Rhoda would like to start Business and Professional Women Dominica. We came in 7 years ago. We had a meeting. Nobody bite. Nobody jumped to it. But we got your number from 2 different people. She told me about Miss Estrie, but she couldn't remember the other person's name, who recommended me to get the organization started in Dominica. So I said, well, I'm unable to at this moment. She said, why? I said, because I'm 5 months pregnant. And I'm having major challenges with my pregnancy, so I would not be able to start the organization. But they told us if we want it is you alone, we can ask. And da-da-da-da-da. And she went on and on. I turned her down. She called the next day, turned her down. She called for the whole week. Whole week she called in. I turned her down. And
Talk
then
about persistence.
Yes.
and then finally she called us Sunday afternoon and she said, I'm not going to give up. I'll call you until you say yes.
Now I've enjoyed.
I'm like, you'll call me until I say yes? She said, yes, I'm going to call you until you say yes, because I actually called 2 other people and they sent me back to you. So you're the person we want, and I'm going to call you until you say yes. I took a deep breath. I paused for about 3 to 5 minutes on the phone. You there? You there? I said, yes, I'm there. I'm thinking. Then I said, okay, you know what? Send me the information. Let me look at it and I'll get back to you. She said, I'll call you tomorrow morning. I'm going to send it now. I said, well, you have to give me about 2 days, 3 days to look at it. She said, no, I'm calling you back tomorrow because I know you. If everybody's pointing to you, you can get it done. I looked at the information. She called me back. Book it for 9 o'clock the next morning. You ready to tell me yes? I said, okay, I'll give it a try. I will definitely give it a try. So she said, okay. All you need is 20 women, and then I will walk you through the rest of the process. So I said, okay, no problem. I put down the phone, and after going through the documents thoroughly, about a week after that, I called Ferdinand Frampton. And I said, Ferdy, I need to lean on you for a little bit. I need to find 20 business or professional prominent women in Dominica. I have a list already, but I need you to add to the list or tell me if the list I have is good enough. She said, but Rhoda, the names you have are quite well, so let me add a few. And she added about 10 more names to it. And then we did our first meeting at Fort Young Hotel in August of 2016. And we had around 38 women present, and then we got 20 women to say yes, they will commit to join. So then out of that 20, we had a meeting with the lady who's been pestering me. Her name is Bessie Hieronymus, who's become my best friend, one of my good friends. And when he had that meeting with the 20 women, they organized her visit to Dominica, and we put everything in place. Joanne Commodore is one of our founding members of this organization, PS Joanne Commodore. And then they set the inauguration for the 16th of November. But I was due on the 20th of November. So that's no problem. So we put everything in place, wrote our constitution, had several meetings to understand exactly what the organization was about. And Bessie's here, is on her way to Dominica, got on her flights, everything. And her last flight was to get to Dominica at 8 o'clock on the morning of the 16th. So when Corel Vidal, who's also a founding member, went to pick her up, she kept calling my phone to tell me Eagle has landed, but Rhoda's phone was not in commission. And it just couldn't answer. So when nobody could find me past 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, somebody called my mother. The installation is this afternoon around 2:30. Where is Rhoda? Rhoda in labor. Rhoda cannot come.
What a story.
Rhoda is in labor. Rhoda cannot come. Rhoda is making baby. So So they went on with the installation. I told my mother, I told her, let them go ahead. Things have to happen without, so if I don't make it through this labor, they go in and stop them. Let them continue the installation. So we were inaugurating, and then at 4:30 that afternoon, they came to the hospital and installed me as the president and the local founder for the organization in Dominica, and they installed my daughter, Brienne Thomas.
What's your daughter?
My last daughter, the baby.
The
That I
baby.
just had a few hours ago as the youngest international member of BPW International.
No boy, we'll come again.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you were in labor and a delegation came to the hospital
To the hospital
to install you
to
on that
install
day
me on that
and
day.
your baby.
And the baby. Yes. And so we actually have a living human
Interesting.
who reminds us of our anniversary every year. So when she turns 8, 9, 10, the organization also gets older. So tomorrow will be our 9th anniversary, and tomorrow will be her 9th birthday.
Wow, Nigel, I am so happy that we are featuring BPW today. You know,
That
to
is what
learn-
you call
to learn this
connection, man.
story. Yes, to learn this story.
Yes.
Nigel, by the way,
Yes.
Alvin just joined there, so put
Alvin?
detention. Put detention next to his name, please.
Alvin. That's
I
somebody
think he
named
just
called
joined.
Alvin.
Yes, put detention next to his name, please. Let's continue further.
Let's
And as we
do
continue
detention.
further, let me just say quickly, I just want to congratulate Gloria Lioness Walsh, Nigel.
Yes.
She gave me her story
Oh,
long before.
yes.
Yes.
So I knew of her story long before it was even made public. She was a guest on Connecting the Dots on 2 occasions, you know, on her own, and then she came with a group of past students at the Dominica Grammar School, class of 87.
Yes.
But
yes.
we really
yes.
have to,
Yes.
because Gloria has been working hard from since I know
Yes.
Gloria, and just to see what she has achieved, what she has received, it's blessings upon blessings, and I just wanted
all
to
the
say
time,
this.
all the time, all the
Congratulations
time, all
to
the
you.
time. Congratulations, well deserved. And I know it's going to be put to good use. So
Sure.
you know, make it happen.
For
As
sure.
she's been doing.
Congratulations, Gloria.
Another strong
woman.
Dominican.
Yes. So let's go back to Rhoda and that story there.
Right. So
Yes.
once that was done, the chapter in Dominica got started, and we've been moving forward ever since. And tomorrow we will be 9 years old in Dominica. Some persons thought that we would not make it. We actually came right here and sat in studio about almost a year after for our first anniversary. And we were told women organizations never last because women like too much roro, women like too much beef, women is a bunch of drama. But I'm happy to say
Well, you don't
that
know me.
we are 9 years old and still going.
Yes, and that's good.
And no drama.
And no drama.
And,
No, you must have drama. Yeah,
tell us
we
about
need
your
that.
entry as well, Shara. How did you get involved?
I started BPW in 2017, April of 2017, and I had a few friends that were already in BPW, and one of them is Sharon Vidal. At that
Founding
time,
member.
she was the first vice president of BPW, and Sharon kept saying, "Sharon, I think this organization will do you great. You have that personality. At that time I was working. I was a supervisor at the Anchorage Hotel, and she said, like, you should be in part of this. You know, that's right up your alley. So I'm like, I'll come to 1 or 2 meetings and see what it's about. And then I attended, and I connected immediately with the whole mission of the group, of what the organization stood for.
So it was like, that's my people. That's my kind of people.
You know, okay, I can see myself being here because I'm not really so much into. You think I'm talkative and like to go, but I'm really much like to stay by myself. So
No, talkative is not a bad thing, no? Because I like to sit by myself. But when I have to talk, I talk. I can talk.
exactly,
But of course.
exactly. So when I got into the group, I said, okay, you know, it's working with children, it's all about, you know, supporting and building community, building women in particular. And I mean, we are not a feminist group. Absolutely not. But we started off really and truly trying to promote women and, you know, children and talking about, you know, all the things that affect us as a community, So when I saw all of those things, and social work is one of the things that I have a passion for. So when I saw all of that, I'm like, okay, so this is something I can see myself. And also I am into events and decor and all of those things, events organization, planning. So when Rhoda found that out, Rhoda's like, okay, I have to keep you here. So she kept on like, okay, Shara, yeah, we have a place for you. We have a place for you. And I'm like, the decision was already made. So that's how I entered. And, ever since, Rhoda and I have been like a tag team. We normally say sometimes if you can't get something done, she at least have 5 people on her hand that at all times she can call. And probably I'm maybe number one that she was at whatever or day or night. She calls and says, Shara, this is what I have in mind. And I'll tell her whether it's going to go, if it's going to work. Or then I'll say, okay, whatever it is, I have your back. Let us do it. And that's how we have been, with the organization and trying to just make sure that, the women around us and anywhere where we can, come across, feel our presence and know that if there is something that or they need assistance in any way, that there is somebody somewhere that they can reach out to. And that is the reason why we are putting so much social media presence, because you never know when somebody is going to pick up their phone and say, oh my God, that is the organization I need to get a hold of. I am going through something or I need help with something, and I need to reach out to that particular organization because they may just have the connection or the network that I am in need of at this time.
Interesting.
Nice. What is the I'm going to check the book. I'm going to allow Ivona to read that last message there.
And last message.
Yes, from Dr. Anastasia Lewis.
Dr. Anastasia Lewis.
So when you find it, you
Connecting
will
the
go
dots.
ahead and
That's the BPW
Whenever you
president
find
in
it.
Bahamas.
Okay, connecting the dots. Okay, Nigel, read for me there. Nigel.
read for you. Okay.
Look, my eyes not seeing
Okay,
it
all right.
today.
So she says
Connecting the dots in the
shock.
back. Yeah, shock. Oh, I was
Long idea
wondering, what
that
is that word?
That's the word I long idea that because shocks.
Shocks, I like that. Yes.
We need
a connecting the dots in the Bahamas. Congrats, Yes, go ahead, Nigel. Continue to read.
Yes, congrats, President Rhoda St. John. The Bahamas Club has adopted a few events from BPW Dominica.
That's
Salute to
right.
women. Keep up the great work. The
Great.
world is watching.
Yes. What you can do
Yes.
is to share the live. So maybe other countries as well can see that, those who are not involved.
And then what you can do is invite us to the Bahamas. So we'll have the program. We'll have the program connecting the dots in Bahamas. Yes, I taking all opportunities. Connect us over in Bahamas. Dr. Lewis, bring Ivona and I and the DBS technician over to the
Large
Bahamas.
delegation.
And we shall do connecting the dots from Bahamas with BPW in Bahamas, connecting Bahamas and Dominica with
Even when we don't
BPW.
share, we
And then the
network.
next country will join, so I will
Yes.
be traveling for all the countries doing BPW connecting the dots.
Sorry.
Here we go.
110 countries
All right.
you have to go through.
Next
You
week
We
you have,
papa.
you,
Yes,
might,
sir.
you have a connection.
What's that?
in
know.
Egypt.
110 countries you have to go through.
No, we'll
Egypt
start in the
might call you
Caribbean
and
first.
Australia
We'll go to
will
the
call
others
you
after.
and
We're
Indonesia
taking
will
it
call you.
one backside in a road. One at a time. We're starting with Bahamas first. By the way, there was somebody from St. Lucia on earlier. We'll go to St. Lucia next. Is there a chapter in St. Lucia? Is there a group in St.
St.
Lucia?
We're
Lucia.
starting
Working it.
one.
Okay, that's
We're
good.
working on St. Lucia
That's
now.
good. That's
You're
good.
working on St. Lucia. So as I mentioned that, what are some of the other countries like just around
Yes,
neighboring
yes, in the
countries that have a
Caribbean.
BPW?
Barbados.
Barbados, Jamaica,
Barbados.
St. Kitts, St. Martin, Cayman Islands, Bermuda, Dominica, Haiti.
As you mentioned, Jamaica, you ever touched in recent time?
Yes,
Any
we
one of your
have, and they're
members?
fine.
Okay.
They're doing fine from the hurricane, and they are actually looking at, and they're helping the women from the area that got destroyed by the hurricane.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yes.
All right, good. I will pack your grip area. All them places
the
to go.
grip, yes.
Yes.
The grip waiting.
BPW taking us all there.
Nice.
We're taking our grip and we're going. So BPW, what is? I mean, you mentioned initially about when, especially Shara, you said this was the kind of group you felt you could be part of. Because this is what they were doing. What's the mission of BPW? What is it? What is it all about?
Women empowering women. Women building women. Women supporting women. And what we do is women have a strong role to play. You have the children to take care of. You have the house to take care of. You have the men to take care of. You have the working field to take care of. Who tells you to rest your head on their shoulders? How many times can women debrief? How many times can women just take a 5 minutes off for themselves? It's very rare because they have all these things on a daily basis going on in their lives. So women are supporting, empowering, encouraging, and building each other. And that's the basis of BPW International, to empower, support, build, and grow our women.
Wow, that is profound. But there's a taboo that's associated with women, and you mentioned it earlier. They just think that women is like, there's a time when it was felt that women had to stay at the back.
Not
They have to
anymore.
stay at home, and take care of the house and all of that. And or they would say that women like to gossip, because you mentioned earlier that it was said that the group would never prosper,
Right.
because women like to talk and bring each other down. Blah, 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 blah. But there are many positives to women.
Yes, there's many positives to it.
Women are the driving force.
We are.
Not just but I mean,
We
we
are.
rule.
Well,
We rule.
Mrs. I guess
We
they
run
have-
things.
So,
We run things.
I am okay with that.
It is. Tell them.
It is,
We are.
Yes,
We
I'm okay
are.
with that. I'm okay with that. Yes.
Yeah.
I just give her 5 minutes to rest the head, so I'm okay with that. I'm no problem.
And that's what BPW
Yeah.
International is about. And all we've done as a local chapter is to adopt the principles,
Yeah.
the morals, and the protocols, processes of BPW International. So we have an executive, then we take in members. So over the years, we've done quite a lot. And as we mentioned, in 2023, we sat down and we looked at, what can we do? We need a signature event that will speak volume. We need a signature event that will touch lives. We need a signature event that is not a party, it's not a bon temps. We need something that will uplift, elevate, make women feel that I am worth something. Somebody has seen my value. And that thought came from my sister. My mother has two of us. Nigel, Essie.
Yes, of course.
Right. So my mother has two of us. And when her dad died, I went to the funeral. And Noach, the Calypsonian, Ezra Diamond. Right. So
Oh, yeah.
when he died, his daughter was giving his eulogy. And at the eulogy, she said, so my dad told me there's no history of our elderlies and even of people that have contributed a lot to society. The earth is filled with knowledge, and I'm repeating it as she said it, because it is like a print in my mind.
It sticks there.
It's stuck there. The earth is filled of knowledge because all our people are dying with the wealth of information and nobody's getting it. I sat down at that funeral and I'm like, something can happen.
Yeah.
As I went back to the executive and I said, listen guys, we need to do an event a signature event that allows us to create person's history
Yeah.
and to get their knowledge and information, even if it's not in a grand way, but we need to do it in some form of recognition. And then we came up with Salute to Women, where we salute women who has never been recognized, who is slaving in their little community as a farmer, a teacher that there for how much years, all of those different things. We started to look at who can we recognize and why we are recognizing them. And then we said 10 names. But that one say, but you leave out that person I give you. And then that one say, but look, I have those two people in that community. We came up with 20 names. We said, no, but we still living. I say, listen, we cannot go past 30. We cannot go past 30, okay? We have to come up with a figure, so we stick at 30. Again, I called Ferdinand. I said, Ferdy, look so and so we're thinking of. Look that and that and that we're doing. I am piggybacking off of you because of your wealth of knowledge and because of your radio experience and because of we've not agreed politically all the time, but we are good friends. And friends is what matters. And we're sticking to friends. She said, Rhoda, you know that, you know that. I tell you where to go, but you don't want to come. And we had our little back and forth on that. But then we continued the discussion, and then she said, Rhoda, the idea is a brilliant idea. I love it. And I will ensure that Flow supports Salute to Women 100%. So put us down as a sponsor, but she didn't even know her name was the first name on the list to be recognized in the first ever Salute to Women. And
Thank God for that.
and thank God for that, because I don't think we would have gotten the other opportunity for that. And so we came up with the list of names. The executive came up with it. I sent it for her to view. When she saw him, she come, Rhoda, my name on the list. And I just sat smiling, and she's all excited, and oh my God. And then we came up with a date, and we had to change the date because her dress wasn't done, her hair didn't fix. And I said, that's okay.
We
We had a
remember
few
for
shoots.
that.
And we changed the date, and then the event was held. And we did our first ever Salute to Women, 30 persons at the Fortune Hotel. And ever since that, we continued Salute to Women. So we're going on our fourth year. Next year, where Ivona will be recognized.
Well, anyway. So, but you're talking there,
You know how she
Rhoda.
just quickly deflect that
You're
one thing?
talking there, but I'm also thinking though, and I want to ask you that question. In terms of your mandates and what you do, we are aware. But do you also see it as your responsibility as well to at least document the achievements of not just the women that you recognize, but some of the women in the past? Because as soon as you started speaking about this just recently, I'm thinking of like Ma Baba. So do you know what Ma Baba did in you know? And some of the people, like the lady who used to make this Wop Duet,
Yes,
just down
she
the road
did.
there by Dom like Nigel.
Yes,
If you
yes,
remember,
yes.
I'm trying to remember her name. But anyway, it
Names
just
escaped me, but I
yeah.
know exactly
So I'm
who you're
just
talking about.
asking though. Do you also have an area, a platform where you also research, you know, the achievements of women in the past as well, and some of them who are still living, eh?
What we have started to do though is we're looking to do take the collage of all the women that we saluted and to do a magazine so their history can stay there, so your great granddaughter can pick that up in 20 years time and say, oh, my grandmother did all of that, those sort of things. And we were even looking at when Alex Boyd Knight passed away, her name was on the list for the following year, but we didn't get the opportunity to do it because she passed away. So we are looking to see how we can go into communities, and that is the good thing and the brilliant thing about BPW right now. We actually have branches in various communities across Dominica. So we have a branch in the north, which stands from Coliho all the way to Capuchin, all the way back to Vacas. Then we have the northeast, which will take into consideration from Calibishi all the way to Concord. Then you have the east, which is the Kalinago territory, everything going up to Petit Soufriere.
Okay.
Then you have the southeast, which will take the entire Rosalie back to Delicis. And then you have the southwest, which will take everything
Voila, that's
from
good.
Coliho all the way to Grand Bay going back. So we have 5 branches on island, and one of the things that we will be undertaking we have our retreat in December, our members retreat, where we're looking at what we will do for 2026. And that is one of the things that we're going to be looking at, is how can we identify noble people, women within their branches that has contributed that nobody has seen.
Yes, I
And
like
one-
this. That's what I want. That's what I'd like
one
to
of the
see.
things that actually brought us there, Ivona, is because when we saluted the very first set of women in 2023, I think it's the same lady that you and Nigel are talking about. She is 80, she was 83 then. And she sewed and taught over 500 and more
To make the WAP.
Dominicans to make the WAP duet.
What's her name? I just trying to remember.
She's
And
at Salisbury right now,
I
right?
think someone is
she lives-
mentioning
she
here. Oh,
lives
it's
in
Mabinwa.
Mabinwa. I was about to say that. We're talking about Mabinwa who died.
Mabinwa.
Yes.
Winnie Green says
Oh, right.
Mabinwa. Also
Mabinwa, so
Marie
it's
V as
another
well.
lady we're
Yes,
talking
close to
about.
Domlek, just this
Okay, I
this
know.
building there.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Mabinwa, that's
Mabinwa
it.
was the one
I
who was
know.
doing
So
that.
my mind just comes on people like that, and I'm
Right.
happy that you're recognizing people who are alive as well. But I think that maybe as you go along, part of your mandate should also to collect data on women who have done
But
so much.
contributed.
It would be nice if we have that information. So if they have relatives,
Yes, yeah.
They can reach out to us.
They can reach out to us. They have our Facebook. We have our different ways to contact us and get us that information so that we can have the
We can pull it
history.
off.
We can maybe have that nice.
Yeah.
As Rosa said, we're gonna do the magazine. That for those that we have already honored,
Yeah.
but then it would be nice to have that section in a magazine for those unsung heroes. Or
Yes,
unsung,
and obviously you can't name all. You won't remember all, but you could have different categories. Maybe in sports, you could have this Didier lady, Dorothy Didier. Dorothy, that's her name, Nigel. She used to do
Yes,
netball.
Dorothy Didier Charles.
Charles,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You know, and you and people like
All
and
the
Miss
best
Wilson,
netballers we could come across
who thought, you know, and so many women. So I'm just thinking as you're talking. So sorry about that to interrupt you. I just
Miss Hill at St.
No,
But of
I mean, I
course,
actually
yes,
love that
of course,
idea.
Miss
that
Hale,
you
Miss
brought up,
Reed, and people like that who
because of the-
contributed
yes,
immensely
yes.
in so many fields. Even Miranda Langley, who is still alive, you know, at the
Yes.
Kainago territory. So
well,
there
she got
are women.
recognized for
Yes.
2023.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes, we
so there are
recognize
women
in
who have
2023.
blazed the trail, and yeah. So I'm just thinking that you're talking that so much more can be done, and I'm so happy
Yes.
what you're doing. So
Yes.
maybe somebody can, you know. Anyway, we'll talk. We'll see what can. Nigeria may have to get involved in some way.
But you have, I mean,
And
the
see.
ideas that you're
Because,
coming up with here.
Yeah.
And I know documentation is something that's very
Yeah.
key to you. Very, you know, you're very passionate about that, which is important. And so,
Yeah.
apart from the recognizing of those
Yeah.
women, definitely so in terms of documenting those who
Yes,
have
women.
made a significant contribution in different areas.
Yeah, because the premise was built on what women
Yes.
did, what they continue to do.
Yes.
So even the lady who was selling the Unbreakable down the Constitution Hill, just close to St. Martin's School, I mean, whilst we may not have enough on history on her, but at least just to put her name somewhere. And it may not be PW to do it, but as we're discussing this,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that somebody should take on this task, this initiative, and go through with it, because women
I love that
continue to
idea.
do
I
so
love that
much.
idea. Definitely so. Love
That's an
that.
idea.
Love
That's
that.
an idea.
And BPW seems like a nice cornerstone, nice
Oh, yes.
group
Oh, yes.
association to really
Take
kind
up
of
that charge.
begin the process. Yes, excellent, excellent,
Nigel, I'm
excellent.
seeing a lot of comments, man, on the live.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. There's a lot of stuff
They
going
like
on here.
BPW, man. They like us, man.
Yes, they like us. They like us. So they're talking
eh.
about Matthew Noir.
Yeah.
Let's see now. Magdalene Bontiff Honorary says great analysis of our role. Thanks, Rhoda.
Yes.
Alvina talk about the opportunity for us to go Bahamas. Yes, we go in.
Keep up.
Rosalind Severin McLean says Mrs. Riviere. Remember, she made the walk by the Castle Street area. She sewed back in the days. And then, of course, Anthea Burton Elwin. Good morning to you as well.
She's a member,
Says
by the
congrats
way.
Yes,
BPW
member.
Dominica
She's
on an
actually a
inspiring anniversary.
She's a member. Nigel was saying Anthea Burton
Anthea
Elwin is a
Burton
member
Elwin
as
is a
well.
She's a member.
Yes, hats
okay,
off to you.
wonderful.
Actually
She
represents
says
us in
hats
the
off to you.
States.
Yes.
Yeah, on the international.
On the
too.
international field. And she's a member. She's actually on the international committee, on the health committee representing Dominica.
Okay.
Excellent, excellent, Anthea. Of course. Hey, Fifi, good morning, by the way. I see you sent me a message. I will look at it in a few. Okay, Fifi. Says there, cheers to another year of empowering insights and meaningful story. Winnie Green says, also Mrs. Elaine Pringle Tulo, very influential
Yes,
in mental
that's another
health.
name. Yes.
Another name. She says in her book Ocean of Thoughts, there are a few other women that you can find who contributed to the thought to Dominica, women and men in sports. So yes, quite a bit happening. Alvin Thomas says, Nigel, remember it is said that behind every successful man is a very supportive woman. That is true. That is true. And then we have Mama Ree, who used to sell coconut cheese and
Oh
bakes
boy, I tell you.
by SMA for over 50 years. That story also needs to be told of how she
Maria
fed
Rennie as well, the late. So many
Yes,
people. I mean,
so many,
just-
so
and
many.
look at
As
their
you
little-
mentioned,
That's
yes.
homework, boy.
yeah,
Lots
you
of
see, just a little
come through
idea,
that.
and look, but it can go far with this idea that we that was just discussed. I mean, this can go far.
Indeed.
I know you have a lot on your plate, but it would be nice to take up that role as well, or maybe have a separate committee to look at this. I think it's
We
wonderful.
started looking into it already.
Okay.
So when we're having our retreat, that is one of the things that we're going to be looking at and how we're going to do it, taking each of the branches to do their little research on the women and come up and that we can at
Nice.
least start somewhere.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. And as you mentioned,
Just
that
to have
Cheryl
your
Rose,
names
good morning
somewhere.
to you as well.
Yes, a
Cheryl Rose
phenomenal
just
woman.
mentioned the fact- mentioning the fact that maybe the history students at the State College can be roped in to
Yes.
start collating that
Yes.
information.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and
of
not
course,
just
he wants to
women. I mean, we're
congratulate
talking
you.
about women
What's it
now,
like?
but another group, Nigel, maybe you can spearhead an effort. Another group can also do men,
Yes,
and another group can do sports. I think we just need to document the achievements of our people, and not
we have
just
to. We have to.
we have to. It is documented in some aspects, in some areas, in some stories and all of that. Yes, but if we can just zero in on this, primarily just documenting what people have done, I think this will speak well for us as a nation because
It
we
would.
so full of rich talent and all of that.
Yes.
And as we say that, I just remember what the community of Grandford did recently to document the centenarians,
The
Yes.
centenarians,
and
yes,
put them on
yes,
a
and their
billboard. And
contributions.
anyway, but look at us, in Nigeria. Hear us now. That's not what we come to
But
this
that
place
is
to
why we
discuss now.
connect, That's why we
Eh,
connect,
eh.
That's how we make
Chetnusa
it happen,
Pali.
What? Let me. But I'm pretty sure it's not all rosy through the 9 years for BPW.
Some of your
What are some of the
challenges, yes.
challenges that the group has gone
Yeah,
through
I
and
agree.
been able to overcome, though?
A lot. A lot. We every organization faces financial challenges, so that is one of our biggest hurdles, our biggest headaches. But we make it work. Our second challenge is sometimes a lot of groups you find they're there, they started, but then you struggle for members to participate. You struggle for members
Commitment.
to commit, to dedicate. So you might have a membership of 30 something women, and then you find there's only 10 that's always there. Before you call, it's 5, it's 7, it's
What's your
10.
current membership now, though?
Our current membership
80 something.
stands at 79.
Yeah.
Okay.
79 women. Tomorrow it's a significant day because
Inauguration.
last year what we started doing every year we take in members. So last year we started installing the new members on our anniversary. So tomorrow we will be installing 36 women into the organization, which brings our number up to 79 women.
Okay, tomorrow.
Interesting.
So
Tomorrow is the
Yes,
installation
this-
of those who just joined
your
in right now.
anniversary.
Yes, so tomorrow will be the
All right.
installation of
So
those
someone who's
36
listening to
women.
Connecting the Dots now and viewing a woman who wants to become, she's too late for her for tomorrow.
Yes, it's
She'll have to wait until.
till next
Okay.
year.
What's the process like? What's the process? They just contact you guys, and then what's the process of becoming a member?
The process of becoming a member, one, you can either call us or you send us an email. And once you send us an email, we will reach back out to you through email or a phone call. Then
And
you-
what's the contact information for that?
for bpwdominica@gmail.com.
bpwdominica@gmail.com.
So it doesn't matter where across the world you are. If you're a Dominican and you want to be part of the Dominica chapter, you send us an email, bpwdominica@gmail.com. We respond to you, and then we reach out to you either by telephone or WhatsApp. As we just said, Dr. Elwin is actually a member of BPW. And once we reach back out to you, we do an interview with you either over the phone or in person. And then you have a probational period where we ask you to do certain things, and you sometimes we allow you to do projects and your commitment. You have to attend a certain amount of meetings and participate in, like we do in Salute to Women, Homage to Men. You have to come and participate in that to show your commitment, your dedication.
Subcommittee.
And then you have subcommittees that you work on. And then once that is done and we recognize, because some persons come in, we accept them, they join, and before you even ready for installation, they drop out. So and when they drop off, we don't run behind you. We leave you. Some persons give us explanations. Things are a bit rough right now. I have a lot on my plate, but I will come in next year. So we work through the motions. And so apart from finances, keeping your members and getting your members to remain active is one of some of the challenges that we face.
How do you remain active? How often do you meet?
We meet
What
once a
happens?
month. We meet once a month on a branch level, and then we meet every quarter on a national level. So every branch would connect with their members on a branch level. So instead of making the people from Marigot come to town and the people from Portsmouth and Daly's come to town, Evla Plain come to town, once a month they can meet in their area, which is more cost effective, and they don't have to pay bus, do all of that. They meet in their areas, and then every quarter we plan for a national meeting where we take it to different branches every quarter. So our last meeting was in Marigot in
In
August. August. So
Okay.
our next meeting, we had one in Lapland before that. So our next meeting, we're looking to take it to the north, which is Portsmouth, in January.
What would you describe though as your biggest achievement thus far? You're celebrating 9 years tomorrow.
9 years.
9 years tomorrow. That's a milestone. For an organization like that. You have recognized many women already, but what for you would you say is the biggest success achievement?
From an organizational standpoint, we would say salute to women from an organizational standpoint. But on an individual standpoint, our executives they actually have different highlights for them. Some persons would say is we did a Chin Up Wear Your Crown conference about 4 years ago, and persons have been asking us to bring it back. But again,
We have the professional group.
putting it all together.
So
Yeah, and presently we are working with Chances. We got permission, we're working with Chances. So one of the things that we do is through the director at Chances, every month we give them donations, whether it's through clothing or food. Then we have a birthday register for the children down there. So every month, at the end of the month, we go down to Chances and we bring cakes, we bring snacks, and we bring little tokens, and we
Little birthday
celebrate
party.
the children by doing a nice little birthday party for them. We have one or two of our members who actually, if the children are having some challenges, then we work with them, we mentor them, we counsel them. So instead of just going to Chances every Christmas and do a Christmas basket or a hamper, you can
Partnership.
only impact lives when you work with them constantly. And you can only effect change when you work with somebody constantly. So that is the take we saw it from, and we're now working with Chances on a regular monthly basis.
Great, that's good. I like that, Nigel.
And someone is just asking here, as you mentioned about membership, though. Good morning to you, Bernadine, as well. So for those of us who live outside of Dominica and the diaspora, can we become a member of BPW Dominica chapter, or is that possible?
Yes, it is possible, and even as a member of BPW Dominica chapter, as we said, we have chapters across the globe. So if you're in America, based on what part of America you are, there may have a BPW chapter. So you can actually attend their meetings and be part of them as a Dominican wherever you are. Once there's a chapter, you can actually join that chapter and be part of it.
All right, good stuff. So yes, not sure which part of the country, which part of the world you are, Bernadine, but of course, wherever you are, you can definitely find out if there's a chapter in that area, and then you can go through there, be the Dominican representative in Tokyo, wherever you are, doesn't matter. As long as there's a chapter, we're good to go, right?
You're good to
And
go.
I'm just thinking as well, Nigel. BPW is known for recognizing the achievements of women. At least that is one of the things that they stand for. But who recognizes BPW? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
nobody.
do I? I mean, it's no. I'm
We
I'm saying
understand
this.
your question.
Yeah,
We
and
understand your question.
Who recognizes BPW? Is there something in place that I don't know? Have you been recognized nationally
No.
or regionally?
Regionally by
But-
BPW International.
Okay, all right. So at least you have been recognized. So that's good. So that's where my question was going. Yes, you are known for recognizing, but who recognizes you?
But Ivana, we are not doing it for.
No, you
recognition.
should not be. You should not
So,
be.
I mean, good thing come to those who wait.
Well,
Someday
yes.
somebody will. But for now,
Right.
our goal is just to make sure that we sing the praises and the songs of those who
That's
are
it.
deserving of it. You
Right,
work,
right.
and you
Um,
also want
they
to
want you to
motivate.
So sorry, I'm sorry. I just want you to mention the website again.
Again, okay.
Can you please mention the website
Yeah.
again, and also
Sure,
can you
no
please
problem.
mention the email and phone number again?
Okay, so for
I know you said it was bpw@gmail.com, right?
BPW
Dominica.
Dominica.
BPW, okay, Dominica.
Yes,
Dominica. So BPW Dominica
Dominica
at
at
gmail.com. Yeah.
And is
So-
there a phone number
The phone number,
in case they want to WhatsApp you or call you or
Okay,
anything?
you can use any of the executive numbers. My own is 767-245-0811.
or 767-285-6524.
Okay, say that again. You know, some people don't like
Organize
to
that
give their
to
numbers
Victor,
on air, but if you wish to go ahead.
767
Mm-hmm.
245 0811.
Okay.
767-285-6524.
All right, that's good.
And the website is www.bpw-international.org.
Okay. So, Nigel, I was just thinking as they give the numbers, I worked on Community Day of Service, National Day of Community Service. I was on air. Hey, Nigel, I give my number on air. Papa, mate.
Well, Papa, what's the
Anyway.
problem? That is the trouble with you now. Eh?
Yes, sir, Papa.
We know how to filter.
You have to change it.
Man.
We filter the calls.
Yes. Yeah. But we're discussing BPW. If you're just tuning in, connecting the dots, I'm very happy that we can have Rhoda on with Shara as well and talk about BPW, because when you understand what they're doing, when you understand the agenda that they have set, you'll also understand that this is, an institution that is placing a lot of focus on people, not just women. Yes, it's BPW, business professional women, but in recent time, they have recognized many men, Nigel, and
Yes.
there's something to do with young people coming up as well, so they'll talk about that. So hats off to BPW. Nigel, where do we go now? You're not asking the questions today. I guess you're talking.
They are me to see that thing, Now they tell me, Nigel, can you please type in the
We
email
type
to
it
the
in,
chat?
Nigel. Type it in.
That's not when,
You're from SMEs. Type it in, sir.
yes, they have me doing. They want me to be the administrator. They say, I'm
Yes.
Rhoda Oshara. If all you on the Facebook page,
Yes,
or
yes.
if all you have an executive
Yes.
member, have them type the thing in the chat.
Okay,
At
we'll do
Gmail.
that.
Hold on. I come in at gmail.com. And don't ask me to do it again for you after that.
Type it in and you'll get it.
All right, so here it is. Put the email address for you. The rest I'll try to put throughout the program.
Yes, and I'm happy that people are asking for these things, because normally, Nigel,
I'm very happy that they want
after the
information.
program, when I get a chance to look at the comments, and so a lot of things that we miss, Nigel, a lot of things that we miss,
Sometimes it's a lot of stuff
Yeah,
happening.
but we're on the live, so we don't always have, have the chance to check it.
Yes.
But
we're
a
gonna
lot
get-
of
we're gonna
important
try- we're gonna-
information.
We're going to work on that actually. We're gonna
Yeah,
work on that,
we should. We should.
I'm gonna have those two children that sleep and wake up so they can follow the page and
yes,
be the ones
and
to
yes,
do
yeah,
what has to be done.
yeah.
Ali and Naya, okay, get ready. Dr. Anastasia Lewis, since I tell you we come in Bahamas, I haven't seen a comment from you again. But don't worry, Ivan and I come into Bahamas to do BPW connecting the dots. So you're not giving up on that one. One of the things Shara and Rhoda that I see is like you have a lot of different organizations, right, doing similar things. You might have the JCs, you might have, maybe Toastmasters, if there's a Toastmasters, I don't know, in Dominica.
And as you mentioned,
We have other
JC's, Nigel, let's take a pin there. Let us just congratulate JCI, Dominica. I read the news, on Monday, and I can't remember what exactly you were awarded for. But I think it's an international award they received.
Yes, they did.
And
They
so let
got
us just
an-
congratulate them.
They got original award.
Original award, okay,
Yes.
okay. So let's just congratulate them.
Yes. Alvin Thomas, JC's got the original award. You didn't mention that on the chat, but
Yes,
congratulations
JCI
to
International,
JCI for that original award. But I was asking in terms of collaboration, though. I mean, does BPW work with other organizations to advance, the cause of women or any other causes that you associate with?
Definitely, and we actually have reached out to JCI, and we did I think a few years ago with Hyacinth. We actually did a program hand in hand with them. So, and then they do their kiddies carnival every year, so we actually participate in that event as well. So yes, when we have to, we do reach out to the various organizations, and we seek to, because one hand cannot clap. We alone cannot do the work.
I like
so
this.
we definitely work together.
Yes. You remember that poem at school? If all the trees were one tree, what a great tree that would be. So
What a great
yes,
tree
and if
to
all the
be.
branches were something like that.
Yes.
Yes.
So if we join our efforts together.
we can accomplish.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we can achieve so much more. What about do you have to be a professional to be part of the group, because it's business professional women? And is there, I think Alvin was also going to find out if there's an age criteria for you to be part of the group.
Well, certainly you
18 and up.
to be we have right now different areas or sections of BPW. So we have the regular BPW, which are ages 35 and up. Then we have young BPW, which is ages 18 to 34.
Okay.
And now we have the young BPW, which we take from the ages 6 to 17. So
Interesting.
we are now training up the little ones. So we are trying to,
Sustainability.
exactly, and instill in them the values at a young age so that they carry it on in their primary schools, in high school, at college, and then by the time they get into the professional field, it will already be a part of them. So the moral
Great.
standings, they know how to treat we have a motto that treat others how you want to be treated. So that those are the little things that we are training into them, how to carry themselves at school, obedience, all of those things.
Great.
We are helping them learn now and understand how it translates into their future careers and adulthood.
That's good. I really love this.
So do you go like so for the young ones? You is it a recruit? Do you go to the schools to talk? Does BPW go to schools to talk
Not
about
right
BPW?
now.
Do you
For
no?
the time being, we are sticking to the children of the current members.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we haven't yet gone into the external drafting of members of participants. So for now we are just molding the ones that we have within already, because their moms come to the meeting and most times they bring the little ones, so they sit in the back or they sit outside. So now we are looking at ways how can we get these children to to be more constructive in their thinking, behavior, and all of those things. So that's where the idea came about, and they too became friends. All of them have started becoming friends and building that connection. So that's how we worked with. That's where they basically started off, and it maybe in the future we'll look into having an external draft where they can go into their schools. But what we are trying to do is let them lead by example right now.
Nice.
So if
I
you're
love
doing
that.
it, you lead, you show how your peers at school, how to behave, how to carry themselves, what they should do, how they should speak, and hopefully it will be a ripple effect within each community just because of our children started right there in their classrooms.
Nice. I like that. I love that idea. I love that idea to have the kids whilst the moms are attending the meeting. You also have in your meeting and going through the process, training them very early. I love that. What's the main activity coming up for BPW? I know I want to mention you have a big thing planning, a big thing coming up.
Well, as Rhoda said, we have the installation for some 36 women tomorrow as part of our anniversary week of activities. But this week we are not just talking about the women. This week we are honoring our men. So we have homage to men this week. That will be on Wednesday.
International Men's Day.
Exactly.
Oh, that's International Men's Day on Wednesday?
Yes.
Well, look, I even forget that.
The
Who remembers
19th of
that?
November.
Naziel, do you remember?
Put a note, I would. Yeah.
19th of November, International Men's Day.
And we are honoring how many men? Is it 19?
19 men.
Exactly.
Last year
19,
we did
19 men.
Yes, last year we did 17 men.
And the
We
list
are-
is getting longer
The
and
thing
longer.
is, we are business and
And it's called
professional
homage
women.
to
Yes.
men.
And you see, this just, I don't know, this just tells you more about the strength of women, because women are recognizing men. There's a women's organization recognizing the efforts, recognizing the efforts of men, and I'm happy for this. I'm really happy for this. Hats off. I can even end the program now. I mean, just to get this. No, but
I know the
Men,
thing
where are
about
you
it
then?
is, we did salute to women,
Yes.
and then we started getting phone calls,
For
WhatsApps.
all men.
I'm from men to it,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Yes,
people
all
meeting,
men.
all men meeting us on the
So
road.
we are the men.
So what happened to the men? Why all you leave out the men? Nobody's looking after the men. So we're not people then. So we sat down, and the thing about it is, some of our members, their husbands are really part of what we do, because when we're setting up, they come.
They don't have a BPM. They
Yes,
don't have a
it
BPM
come in, it
anywhere.
come in.
A business and professional
Men.
men.
BPM.
From a group of somebody.
the husbands
Anyway,
of the wives are trying something, and the boyfriends of the members are trying something.
Okay.
So,
partners.
Yeah, that's
because
good.
the partners, because they would come when we have events, and they would organize the bar, be there to serve the drinks and to make sure the projectors are working, the music system is set up. So the men actually come in, Shara's husband, different of the members, partners would come in and they would assist. So what they've done, and so when we came up with the idea of homage to men, and the men have started on our backs, we said, you know what? It's a great idea. Let's take it in. So we took it in, and last year we started. We recognized 17 men. We had a debate. Even though the debate is we are business and professional women.
I don't know more men.
So if we're doing 30 women, we cannot do 30 men. Or we don't want to do 30 men. So we said we're going to leave it at 15 men, which is half of the women. But Ivan are not working. We did 17 last year. We're doing 19 this year.
and we have to be keep
And
cutting
our
the lines.
list now is at 23 for next year.
Wow.
So we
But that's good. Let me recognize you because I mean, yes, we're talking about women, but we cannot forget the role. We cannot forget the role that men have played and continue to play. You know, in developing society as well. I
And
mean,
every
some
time
of
we pass, we recognize it. Oh, you know how much he has done? Lennox
Yes.
Ministries, you know how much.
yes, we have to recognize men as well.
But the important thing, though, is we don't only do persons that are in Dominica. So for Salute to Women, we do 20 women locally, 5 regionally, and 5 internationally.
Okay, great.
All Dominican. So if you're in the diaspora and you're doing a great work, we should not leave you out. We have to recognize you as well. So we're also looking to see how we can break down the men into the same category. So far, the men of last year and the men of this year, the majority of them are in Dominica. We did around 2 or 3 on the international original
Great.
field. So
Well, we have a
try to
long
do
list we
that.
can give you from men in the diaspora, right, Nigel? I mean, the program
have a
Connecting the
very long
Dots has ensured that
Yeah.
we have had a lot of men who have made,
Yes.
big contributions in various fields. And
Okay, great. So that can be one.
How
of
do
our
you go
partners.
about how do you go about like deciding
Selection.
who's going to be on the list?
Yeah.
How do you go about what's the
and
criteria?
how do you zero it
that
down?
you-
to-
Here's the thing
kinda
about it
narrow
is
it
we do
down,
not
you know.
have a set criteria.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
when you have a set criteria, for us,
And
certain
it
people
limits-
don't meet
yes,
the criteria.
yes, it's-
Certain
yeah.
people don't
Right,
meet the
right.
requirements. So, but because we have the branches from the various areas, what we do is we ask them to identify people who
Nominate.
have and nominate persons who have made significant contributions within the communities. Because you could be a farmer farming for up to years and feeding 5 to 6, even most of the people in the community from your farming. Nobody's going to see that because you want a degree there, you want a that there, you want a this there. But when we look at persons who have contributed and given of their time, their skills, their resources, their knowledge, their education to the community, these are the grassroots down
That's
to
it.
people that we want to recognize.
Yeah, that's my kind of vibes as well. I like
Nice.
this.
I like
really
that. I love that. I love that.
The man who used to ring the bell at the church for many, many years,
Exactly.
and he may have died, yes, but there are people who
Yes.
continue to do that.
Exactly.
Yes, Magdalene Bontifonery wants to remind us as well that, of course, at the Paybush Primary School, they recognize women annually
Great.
with the Women to Women's Brunch, which is
Yes.
in May.
Okay,
Yes,
nice.
do that.
Paybush Primary,
Yes.
that's good. I like
Thanks
this.
for that.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think they
I love
started
that. I
last
love that.
year also, but it's a good event. I normally look at it and follow it. It's a good event.
I think it's good to recognize people for what they do, and you don't have to wait for when somebody dies
To
for
give
you to
them
say
their
so many
flowers.
things. It's good to recognize people.
Exactly.
Some people don't like recognition though,
True.
but it's good to recognize people at least.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
Nigel?
a good way of saying thank you, for what you've done. It's fine to have that,
So just before
So that
the
event,
time
that
is
event
going,
for the men is when? Wednesday, you said?
Wednesday,
Yes.
7
Day.
p.m. So we are doing our installation of members tomorrow. Then we're doing because it's our anniversary week, right? We're turning 9 tomorrow, so it's our anniversary week. So tomorrow we do the installation of the members. On Wednesday we do homage to men for International Men Day,
And then Sunday.
and then International Children's Day is on the 20th, but we will celebrate it on the Sunday, the 23rd, where we will do. I wanna have you ever in Dominica went to an event with your daddy and just had a nice dance?
I
in
did
your
not have
pretty
that.
dan and just enjoy a moment with your father, or a son enjoy the moment with their mother, and just cherish that for the rest
Well,
of your
maybe
life.
Nigel had, but I never had that opportunity.
no,
but,
unfortunately.
anyway,
So
that's a long
we
time.
thought about it, and that is what we want
That's
to
good.
create.
I
so
love
it may
this.
start on a small scale this year, but we intend to grow it
And
every
it will
year.
grow. It will. I think it's a
So-
wonderful initiative.
So from
it is.
this year, we're
It
going
is.
to do the father-mother, son-daughter dance, where you take your children and you just
Dance,
let them know
yes.
how much you love them and let it resonate in their minds forever. So on Sunday, we will celebrate International Children's Day with a father-daughter, mother-son dance.
Let me. I mean, the program has
That's
not ended,
beautiful.
but let me just applaud you all on this initiative. Not just for the mother-daughter dance or the father-daughter dance or the mother-son dance. I mean, for all what you have been doing. I really want to recognize your efforts. It's not many times that we hear organizations like this continue to succeed for over a period of time. A lot of them start and they become dormant and they just vanish, into thin air. But the fact that you can continue to stick to your mandate and you can continue to add to the agenda that you set, it says a lot about your commitment to national development and your commitment to recognizing success. So I just want to say that even before the program ends.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yes,
We
and I
appreciate
echo those sentiments here from Ivona in terms of what you've been doing and what you continue
Yeah.
to do. So
Don't I want to cry,
much
David,
appreciated from your group. Yes.
Yeah, I want to cry.
Yes.
When you say something and sometimes you
Yes,
say
like,
it, but it comes from inside.
yeah.
It comes from within. You feel it
It comes from
because whilst you're saying it, you
it's
also
a genuine.
yeah. Because whilst you're saying it, you also recognize. Because I'm saying this and I'm thinking about my mother. And what she did for us. To get us to where we are. Nigel, your mother died at the age of 99.
Yes,
And she sheltered so
Yes,
many
she
people and she
did,
did
and they
so much.
contributed.
very much so.
So when people like that
Oh,
are
yes.
recognized, when you recognize somebody, for their efforts like this, blessings upon blessings for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It has to flow. It has to
Yeah,
flow. It has to flow.
Yeah.
All the straw mats your mother did for you, and all the
Yes,
straw
sending
hats
me to
and the
school.
straw
Even if I
bags.
didn't like the straw bag, she just makes the point to send me to school
Even
every
if you didn't
time.
like the straw bag.
And the
No,
straw
you can look back
slippers. But when I look
Yes,
back
you
and I
can
see
look
what
back
she
and say
did,
that straw bag was,
of course.
that straw bag was done with so much love,
Of course, because my mother had
Um,
to sit up late at night with a needle, and sew in the raffia
Yes.
on the straw, and making the little dolls and all of that to send her to school. And my grandmother
Yes.
had to cut the grass at the botanic gardens, to help, pay bills at the home, and sell ice pop and frozen joys and things like that. So when
Yes,
you
don't
recognize
start to cry
people,
now, you
no, she's alright. No, but when you recognize people and you speak about it, it comes from within because you remember so many things going through your head at the time that So
And these are some of the things that our
Yeah.
present children are not aware of because they have
Exactly.
life so much better right
Right.
now. So it's like they don't cherish those moments. When
Yeah.
you see where your mother and even your fathers came from
Yeah.
just to assist you to be where you are today, I mean, yeah.
So for that International Children's Day, where you have the mother, son, father, daughter activity, how does one get involved in that? Do you purchase tickets? Is it an open thing?
They can go to
What's
Gachet's
happening?
Jewelry. They can go to Gachet's Jewelry and purchase a ticket. A parent and a child is only $75. Obviously, has a cover cost, venue, me, food, and all of that. That's all is inclusive
Okay.
when you come. So it's only $75.
Where's the event being? Where's the
The
event?
event
Where,
is going
where's
to
it
take
being
place
held?
at the PSU.
At the
on the
PSU. Okay.
23rd from
What
4
time?
o'clock.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
in the afternoon, yes.
And that's on Sunday, right?
On Sunday. So we start tomorrow Sunday, we end on the 23rd Sunday.
So tomorrow
Women, men, and
Sunday is the
children.
installation. On Wednesday is the
Men.
homage to men.
And
And then
Sunday
on
is
the
children.
Sunday, the following Sunday,
The children.
is going to be the father, daughter, mother, son dance dinner
The whole
situation.
The whole package. Women,
The whole
men, and
package.
children. The whole package.
And in these days of social media, I tell you, not back in the day in my time when you had to get a photographer to come and take out a picture for you. I used to get, what's his name? Errol, Mr. Errol, long ago, I can't remember his
Yes.
last name. But now, everything is just there, live and
Snap
in
of your
living color.
finger.
So that's good, and because you can document, more,
Yes.
at quicker pace. So that's good. I really love this. Busy days for you all.
Oh, yes.
A lot is happening.
Yes.
You keep busy.
So we're gonna start small for the International Children's Day, and hopefully every year it will grow.
I love this.
Are you partnering with any other group for that International Children's Day thing, or just BPW doing this?
Because we're partnering with J. Asafanson Company Limited. So they actually
Okay.
our major sponsor. They have contributed quite a lot to us for the event, and they will be with us on at the event. In terms of organizations, we wanted to see the do's, the don'ts, how it's working, what's gonna happen, and then next year
And
we
improve.
will branch out.
Tell people how they can find more information about BPW on your Facebook page or wherever you are. Just
Our
give them that
Facebook
information.
page, the website, and we will definitely go on the page and put in all the information, but you can find out more about us on our Facebook page and the international website, because we use their website, so you don't just learn about Dominica, but you learn about everything that goes on.
Nigel, I think there's one
internationally.
thing they forgot. They should have shared the live on their Facebook page, right?
It is.
Oh, excuse me, moi.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yes, you see? Good job. Good job, BPW.
That's why
Good
you have
job,
BPW
Trust on me.
Bahamas, you have BPW Cayman Islands,
Yeah,
and you have
things,
BPW St. Kitts following all now soon.
Wow.
Yes, and St. Lucia, somebody from St. Lucia who's always connecting the dots with us, say they're looking forward to when BPW is there so they can be part of the process. So, it's coming. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Nigel, another
St.
thing
Lucia,
too.
all right? So
This-
hang tight.
Another thing as well,
Yeah,
Nigel.
thanks.
This
We
program, Connecting the Dots, has also taught me how we can even redouble our efforts, and probably we need to have more meetings, Nigel. We need to meet in chambers more often.
Yes, we do.
Because I believe there are a lot of things that we can do as well. We have been doing a lot, obviously, and some people don't
For
know
sure,
about.
you've
We
been doing
just
a
don't
lot.
talk about a lot of the things that we do. But Nigel, anyway, we'll discuss in chambers, and Alvin
We'll
is
discuss in
listening.
chambers,
Alvin is on, so
additional
he.
things, and-
I'm sure
and
Alvin is
our
making some
producer,
copious
Alvin.
notes, and
Yes,
Miguel Murphy as
and
well.
Miguel Murphy, our unofficial
Yeah.
PRO.
Yes, but there's a lot that.
Yes,
we
but
can do.
definitely so. But I mean, so BPW, are there any men in the organization, or men just there to
Oh,
eat
yes.
bar
We
and
have-
to go
Honorary.
drinks?
We have the men
Can
as
men be part
honorary
of the
members.
grouping? No?
Honorary.
Honorary
We have the-
members,
we have the
wow.
partners,
Good
the
title,
title,
right,
our
man,
friends and
because-
husbands
There-
as
by the way,
honorary
there used to be a
members.
men's group in Dominica, right? There used to be some men.
Nigel, let me
From
cough.
what I remember, there used to be a
Carry
man.
Carry man,
how's it
yes,
called? Carry man.
yes, Carry man.
right.
Yes.
And I don't know what to
So,
say. Again.
so BPW is just women. That's it.
Women, and we have honorary men, the husbands
Okay.
and boyfriends
Alright,
of
the
the,
husbands
of
are-
the
okay.
members. They are
Alright.
honorary members.
When
Then I
is
tried
International
to
Men's
only
Day
one.
again? You said it earlier. When is-
Wednesday.
That's
From
on
all your
Wednesday, the
group.
19th.
Nigel, remember, International Men's Day is on Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, in fact, we need to have some men soon. I know Ibrahim Brohim, the sign man, should be on
Yes.
next week, and
He
He's
will
one of
he
our
will be
recipients
recognized
on
on Wednesday.
okay, you see, and Lennox.
Abraham.
Lennox Abraham, and quite a few men we're going to have very soon. So yes, we'll sing their praises as well.
Yes, yes. So the 19 men that you're paying homage to, when will that be known, or is it already known?
It's
It's already
or?
already
on,
Facebook.
yes.
It's
already
our
on, so I
Facebook
missed that
page.
one.
We-
Okay.
Well, we can just tell you some of the persons. We have Connell Phillip, who is a music engineer and producer, musician. Everybody should know Connell Phillip. And we have Sheldon Kazimi,
Football.
Ibrahim
Photography.
Brahim. You know, obviously we have a business without a sign is a sign of no,
No
business.
business.
Exactly.
We have Lester Guy.
Oh yes.
We have Sheldon
Shelley.
Alvin Shelley. Dr. Damian Dublin.
Dublin.
We have Roland Blaise.
You know, people don't know him as Roland. Let me just
Roland
side note.
Blaise.
He has another name, so that everybody knows him at. So I sent the invitation and everything, and then the wife calls me. Roland, that is not my husband's name.
Good story.
That is not my husband's name. And she's like, you know, it's when we went to get married, and they call him Roland Blaise. That's when I realized, no, my husband's name is Roland.
What?
I laughed so much. I love.
That's Dominica for you,
love.
you know.
Yeah, the
Morning,
nicknames.
Dr. Blaise.
And now we have Liam Sebastian,
Great.
Edward Jackson, Lester
Jackson
John,
Shop,
Ah, that's
Jackson
good. That's
Shop.
good. I like this.
Lester John Baptist,
Yes, good.
the barman,
Emil DePorter.
Yeah.
You have Clement Royer,
Max Roy
Maxwell,
Trading.
yes.
Curtis Vigilant,
Nice.
Raymond Lawrence,
Curtis
Eh, eh.
Vigilant is actually a joiner from Laplane.
Okay, good.
and obviously cultural icon Raymond Lawrence, Cedric Warrington,
The chairperson and one of the community leaders in Calibishi,
Nice.
Renee Alex,
Rennie
Ready for
Rennie,
Alexis?
sorry.
Rennie Alexis.
Okay.
and Cameron Alexander.
I hope you bought your leather sandals
Everybody
from him.
should know who Cameron is right now.
No, I don't
The
know.
leather master. A
Okay,
very
so I
young
didn't know
man.
that's his name. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
the leather master.
Okay.
We have long-time teacher Alvin Abraham,
Great. I like this.
educator, and Clayton Bryan.
Mhm.
Byron.
Nice.
Byron. When I
Yes.
read that gentleman's bio when he sent it, I'm like, we have somebody like that. in
Is
Dominica?
is he he's a
pharmacist.
phlebotomist
Yes.
or something?
The pharmacist.
Pharmacist?
Yes.
Okay.
So these are the 19 men that will be honored.
Wonderful,
this
wonderful,
Wednesday.
wonderful. And I'm happy that, I mean, it took the women to recognize the men. So,
Yes.
I'm happy for that on behalf of all the men.
Yes.
in
Let me hear the
Dominica, I say thank
discussion. Let me hear the national conversation now.
you. On behalf
On the
of all the
19th.
men in Dominica, I
On
say
the
thank you
19th.
to the women who had to recognize the men.
Yes.
Men, okay, that's all I'm going to say.
Men.
But thank you very much, BPW, for recognizing the men and what they've been doing and continuing, and their continued contribution to community and country.
That's good.
And I
Those
just
men
want to say
self,
thank
yeah.
you all very
So,
much
yes.
for having us here.
before,
connecting with us.
before those men come after me,
I have a
say
feeling we'll bring back
anything else.
Shara and Rhoda on. I like their vibes, man. I don't
Yeah,
want
man,
to just sit
it's a nice-
comfortably with
it's a
some
nice- it's a
people and
nice
just
connection. It's a
yeah,
nice
you
connection.
you just connect, man.
I'm pretty sure the other executive members and the other committee members have been working hard behind the scenes and
Definitely.
putting everything together, right,
Yeah.
Rhoda?
For sure. Ivan, when we're coming back, we'll bring the president of Bahamas on. She can join us
Of
via
course.
Is that
Oh
Dr.
yeah,
Louis?
we can
Dr.
do. Yeah,
Luis.
yeah, we can have people via
Yes,
Zoom as well.
Anastasia?
Nigel, the
Yes.
same one you're asking to.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the one that have to bring us to Bahamas, so we can have
right.
connected
So we
with us
can,
in
we can
Bahamas. You think
definitely
I let
speak
that
to
go?
her.
So we will do it there. Okay, Dr. Lewis, that's working on it. Beautiful, beautiful. But no, I mean, definitely, man, I mean, in all seriousness, I really thank BPW for what they've been doing and for, ensuring that they can continue to empower women, support women, embrace, and, shine the light upon them because, women are so essential to everything that we do. So congratulations on that. Definitely.
There's a saying
so.
that the reward for hard work is more hard work.
Yes.
But
Well,
when the most
that's what they say.
when God or the Most High, whatever you conceive him to be, when he asks, "What did you do with the talents I gave you?" They'll answer well. I think they'll answer well. Yeah, Nigel.
They will. What's next for BPW? So this week is going to be a busy week for you guys. We're coming towards the end of the program. I mean, this program, not your program. Busy week for you, and you're all set and ready to go for that.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
But right after that, Niger, comes 16 days of activism with the Bureau of Gender Affairs.
Nice.
Oh,
The work continues.
Yes.
the work continues. The work continues. The event for the men is being held where at the Fort Young, you said? No?
No,
Did I-
it's been held at the PSU. At the
PSU,
PSU.
okay.
Yeah.
7 p.m. on Wednesday evening.
Okay. Nice.
Excellent. So look, can anybody come, or there has to be like invited things, or is it tickets you buy? How does that work?
To attend.
Yes, that's one
There's
of your.
costs to cover.
Yes,
so we have to pay.
yes. I can
to
understand
pay
this.
to
I
have
can
a
understand
ten.
this. Yeah. To
And
set
where
up
can they
things
get their
like this.
tickets?
And they can, again, just call any one of us, 245-0811. Or the men that is being recognized, you can reach out to them as well, and you can get the tickets so that you can attend. But we'll also be carrying it live on our page.
Okay.
We'll be carrying it live on our page.
Good stuff. BPW, thanks, man. Sharon and Rhoda, thank you so much for
It was a pleasure.
connecting and linking with us. We appreciate that. I know you guys listen every Saturday to Connect on the
Tell
Dots.
them come
I'm not
again,
gonna
Nigel.
continue listening.
Tell them come again.
In the
You only
new
invite
year.
guests that. That's just a joke. Okay, so don't think if you're not listening, we won't invite you. But I mean, overall, connecting the dots, we try to make sure we can connect with our people throughout. So, what's your views on this particular program that we're doing?
Oh, definitely. I've been watching Connecting the
Exactly.
Dots, and I'm not there every Saturday, but whenever I get a chance and I'm home, I do watch it. And I just think it's a very interesting program. Sometimes just to listen to the people that come on, to hear where they come from, what they do, how they impact others, just to talk about how they help and the work that they're involved in. It's definitely tremendous. And sometimes you sit and wonder, we have all of those people. And where are they doing? What are they doing? And it just leaves you so mind-boggling to see all what happens and all what goes on.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And you
Thank
forget
you, thank you.
how their hosts interact with one another.
Oh, Nigel and I, Jack and Jill.
Pretty much.
We went up the hill.
I remember when Nigel and I,
much.
when we started with the idea, because there was a program before Diaspora Link, but when we started with the idea, we had to come up with a name. So both of us were writing names. So I had maybe about 7 names. Nigel had about 3 or 4. But Nigel was on point. So we had to use Nigel's name, because if you see the names I had, so Nigel won me, hands down. Yes, sir.
You make DGS win.
But we really enjoyed the program, though. At this start, I was never really a person that wanted to be on social media and all of that. I was more the person that had to be the voice, on the radio, so you'd listen to me and that's it. But then, I got accustomed to this, and I really like it, the fact that we have connected with so many people. Yesterday we celebrated 5 years with so many people over the years. And one of the programs one of my best programs, or in reference to how I laughed so much in that program, the best for me was when we had Rabbits, the Calypsonian, Bernard Alexander. But I also remember very well when we had Dr. Maxime Vigilant talking about his love for mosquitoes.
His love for mosquitoes.
Anyway.
Interesting one.
So yes,
That sounds
but it's a lot that we have covered, and we'll continue as long as we can. And there are other people, of course, who will take up the mantle. But the fact that we can connect with our people both here and abroad, it speaks volumes, about us as Dominicans. And man, let's celebrate our achievements. Let's talk about us.
We do,
Yeah.
and we continue to connect the dots. So thanks, Rhoda and Shara, for
Thank
connecting
you
with us
for
this
having
morning.
us.
Appreciate it. Those of you in
Definitely
Dominica,
fun.
go out and support the event. Buy the tickets. Continue to support BPW. Make your contributions. Don't wait just for the anniversary. Wherever you can make your contribution, make the contribution. Dr. Anastasia Lewis, eye on your back. You come in.
Yes, sir.
But continue to make the contributions wherever you can. BPW in all the chapters throughout the world, wherever you are. Become part of it. Bernadine said she's in New Jersey. I'm not sure there's a chapter in New Jersey.
There's one
But
close
if
to
there's
it.
not,
Okay.
then they'll find out for you, and you can see where's the closest one, because she really wants to be part of this.
No problem.
So wherever the
And
chapter
let me
is,
just
go and
say,
join.
let me just say something quickly. It has nothing to do with BPW. But just this week on Wednesday, DBS Radio hosted a radiothon on sports off the field for a 13-year-old who has been diagnosed with cancer. He's a member of the Dominica Boxing Association. He has done a lot already at his tender age for
Trinidad.
Dominica, and he's in Trinidad. So there was a radiothon. I just want to let people just honor their pledges as well and continue the support. I just had to say this, Nigel. I'm sure you too, you know
Yes,
about
no,
it.
that's important too.
Yeah.
Definitely so. Definitely continue
Yeah.
to support the young man, in any way that you can. Yes.
That's it.
We do it again, my dear.
Again,
Again.
Take care.
take care.
All the best to all of you.
Thank you.
All the best.
All right then.
All right, take care.
Better connected.
It's official with Digital